Hello, my friends. Sorry I didn't give you a heads up today. Let me just see if I'm in the right place. It's the right time. All right. There we are. Hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to see comments. That's the only thing that stinks about this. I'm wondering if I do it as me instead, if then I can maybe see comments. Let's see. Let's try this. All right. And maybe, all right. If you're watching live, let me know. I'll try doing it this way. Here it is. Okay. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm not showered yet today. I actually have to go to a meeting tonight, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna shower later. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit dizzying here for a second. I just am crushed in the corner over here, so I wanted to move that so that I'm more centered. So I'm just gonna shower later before I go to the meeting, and plus I have a horrible headache again today, so and I don't know if it's the weather or what's going on. I love the weather. The weather is beautiful, so I'm not gonna complain, but my head is kind of so bear with me. Hello, hello, my friends. We are going to do a Tuesday throwdown that is focused on new catalogs. So if you've been following along this week, this is actually 1 week since the new Stampin' Up catalog launched, the May through August catalog. This is going to be their new format, so 3 catalogs a year, and this is the first time they're doing that. So we've been taking the last week kind of looking at some of the new goodies in the new catalog. I have done a new video every day except for Friday. I missed Friday last week, but that's okay. We'll catch up. So today I'm going to share a little bit more, and we're going to do it live today because it's Tuesday Throwdown. So let's just do it all today. Hi, Joanne. Yes, you could be right. It could definitely be allergies. I've been very sneezy and congested a little bit today too. So I do think that's what it is. The pollen is starting to come out, so that usually bothers me too. So who knows? But I just took some Advil, so hopefully that will help and I can forge through and show you some really fun stuff. Today's collection is not a full suite, but it is a suite in the catalog. I just opted not to buy the entire thing, and I'll show you why in a second. But let's go ahead and switch this around and we can get started. So here we have the Velvet Meadow Suite is what we're looking at this week. So you can see, or today I should say, this is the collection in the catalog. I was just going to do this to my catalog, but that won't work. There we go. So you can see the full collection here. It's a has designer series paper, a specialty paper, velvet paper, and then the bundle and some fun little embellishments, and that is the collection. You can see all the colors here, and I have them here as well. So it's Daffodil Delight, Peaceful Pine, which is a new in color, Cloud Cover, Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, and Basic Beige. So those are our colors for this collection. It is a really fun collection, and I want to show you, and it's hard. I wish this is where we had like Touch-A-Vision or something, because this paper is the highlight of this collection, and actually I forgot to show you. So the bundle is also, I don't know if I said it, it's part of the collection as well. This is the one thing I did not get. So I have the specialty paper, the designer series paper, and the embellishments. I just opted not to get this stamp set because I just didn't feel like I would use it a lot. And I have a couple of other stamp sets that I like a lot that are kind of flowery as well. So I just chose to use those with my cards today. And that's the beauty of it, right? You can pick and choose what you really like from a collection. This one is really amazing because of the paper, and I feel like the paper is just going to stand on its own because it's flocked. So there's a part on every one of these that has a little bit of flocking, which is like fuzzy. It's kind of like a soft little velveteen, like it feels kind of velvety. It's very pretty. And so each page has one side that's flocked and then just a more basic B page or B pattern, right? So this white here is all flocked. It's kind of fuzzy, and then the back side is just a fun, like, muted pattern. This sheet I love. All of this white part is flocked, and then the back side is just a simple pattern. This one here is the flower centers, so it's not a lot of flocking on this one, but these flower centers are all fuzzy. Backside is just a soft cloud cover. This one's a really fun one for cards. You know, you could divide them up into really fun bases, which I did for mine. Or you could use it as a scrapbook page as well. It would actually make really good border, so you could cut it in half and just run the flowers along the bottom of 2 pages, right? Backside is just another simple pattern. This one's really pretty. I think I'm going to play with this one today, so we'll see. This is just really bold and fun. I'm going to set that one aside. And then the back side of that was just another really simple pattern. These are just extras of that. And then also part of this collection is the Velveteen Assortment specialty paper. And you get 6 pieces, 2 each of 3 designs. And it is, if I can pull them out of here. Come on. Oh, they don't want to come out. There it goes. Now the whole thing wants to come out. It's velvet, so you obviously can't really see it, but it is soft and fuzzy, and we have it in pink, and we have it in white, and we have it in green. So this is the green, and then this is the white. So it literally is fuzzy. I don't know if you can hear that. It's soft. It's just very touchable. I just want to touch it. So those are really fun too, and adds an extra element of texture to projects should you wish to have that. I'm just gonna fold this tape over so it doesn't get stuck to anything. And I did start playing with some of these to begin with. So that first card that I told you that you could kind of use as a scrapbook page, I just turned it into a really simple layout. I just used the pattern paper, and I think that's what's beautiful about this particular pack of paper. It's just a very simple paper to let it shine, right? Like it's simple layouts because you can just let the paper shine, right? Here's another one. Again, this one doesn't have a ton of flocking, but it's just really pretty. Hey, Michelle. So this is one of those paper packs where you can really let the paper do the heavy lifting. And then this is my favorite one, I think, that I've done so far with this. So this is using that fun die from the Lovely Arrangements. And then you've got your flowers and some leaves that kind of work with this paper. But that paper is just really fun. See, I don't know. See, there you go. You can kind of see the flocking, right? So it's just kind of velvety here. So super fun. All right. So I'm going to take this card base, I think, and we're going to see what we can do with this. And I was initially thinking maybe I would do some fussy cutting because I was thinking this was on a stem, but it's really not. They're all kind of loose and they overlap each other. So it would be kind of hard to do a little fussy cutting. Maybe this one. But let's do, this is a pretty bold pattern. So let's do this. Let me grab my paper trimmer. And let's just cut a piece of it. Maybe let's do like 2 inches so we get some of those big bold flowers. And then I'm going to cut it at 5.5. So we'll just turn it here and do 5.5, which is your standard card base, right? So we can use that here. Okay, and then maybe we'll use a little bit of maybe the green. Maybe we'll use a little piece of this green velvet here. I'm going to just use like a really skinny piece, like a 1/2 inch. I did replace my blade finally on my trimmer, and oh my goodness. Why didn't I do that like months and months ago? I don't know why I was like holding up on that. All right, so now we can kind of use that for a little texture. There is some here, but not a lot. I like that. Now I feel like I need a little background, so let me do the pattern paper here. And I just want a subtle background. So a lot of these are like blue. Let's see if I've got anything that's kind of pinky. Blue, cream, beige, blue, and beige. Okay, so there's really not a lot other than blue, which is weird. They don't have like a bubble bath background, which would be good. Let me see what's on this side. Well, we could do, this is kind of nice. Maybe, you know what I'm going to do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the color. I'm going to put this on green instead. Like that. Of course, now the green doesn't show up as well, but now I just feel like I like the beigey tone a little bit better with the green. So let's do maybe that one. I think I want more beige tone. I actually really like the print that's here, but I'll use this one. This is kind of close. All right, so my thought is we're going to take this piece, right? And because this is going to go right along the edge and it's green on green, I'm going to put something in here to kind of separate it a little bit. So let's do a, I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to just go ahead, put that in here. All right. And then by 5. Okay. And then I'm going to just put that under here, kind of centered with this. Maybe I'll trim this panel down a little bit too, although I think that works. There we go. Because that's such a big, bold pattern, I'm going to use a small amount of it here. I'm going to actually take this down, and I'm thinking, I'm going to zoom in for you guys a little bit too. There you go. I'm thinking, it's always dangerous, that I will do some linen thread or something around this too. Okay, so we'll do that. And then I do have, actually I have some vanilla twine, which is kind of that tone. Do I want to use this? It's got white in it too, but I kind of like the cream here. Let's do this. Let's do this first. I'm going to wrap it around here twice. Okay. And then tie a knot just to make it a little more sturdy. And then I'll tie a bow once I get it situated. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna do that. And then let's go ahead and take this down too. Okay. That way. And then we'll pop this down. This is already kind of thick because it's velvety, so I'm just going to use regular adhesive, but I'm going to use extra just to make sure it stays put. And I am using the Stampin' Seal Plus, which is just inherently stronger anyway. And I think I missed a little. Let me just fold these over. Like that. And like this. Okay. And now we'll put this on. Okay. Like that. Okay. Hi, Linda. All right. And then I'm going to tie a bow. Now that it's secure, it makes it a little bit easier. And then we got to figure out what we're doing with the rest of this card. I kind of committed before I really had a plan, but that's okay. All right. Which can be good or bad. Okay. And let me just cut this. There we go. All right, so there's our base. Now we need to figure out what we're gonna, oh my goodness, you guys, look what I did. I did it on the wrong side. And I really taped that down. Oh boy, oh boy. And I went all the way to the edge, which makes it really tricky. Well, we could flip it this way. This still works. We're gonna just do it this way. Good thing I hadn't committed. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's all good. Let's see what else we're gonna do with this one. I'm gonna look at my paper, see if there's anything in here I can use. Or maybe we just do a little die cut and a sentiment. So I feel like these are pretty bold. I don't really need to do a whole lot more. I love these labels here. So maybe we'll cut one of those for a sentiment. Maybe this one. And I do like this little leaf too. So maybe we'll cut this as a white panel. Let me do that really quick. And then we can figure out what to do. Do you think I should do that leaf in yellow for a little contrast of color, or do you think I should stick to green and keep it realistic? What do you guys think? So this little, if I'm to die cut this, or I could do white actually. White might be good too. Although this is white. So I can either do green, or I could do white velvet, or I could do maybe beige. I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about non-realistic colors for leaves, right? That's kind of the question. So this, we can go here. We'll do a sentiment here. And then I was just thinking maybe we could put some like leaves here and maybe on this side. Do I do them green, like the peaceful pine? Do I do them yellow? Do I do them, maybe, I wonder if my machine will cut the velvet. Whoops, let's see. Where did that go? Here it goes. Maybe just two green ones here in the velvet. The pink, or I could do white ones. But those are going to be white with white. There is pink, but it's not the right pink. This is how my brain works. So, I don't know. I feel like I should do the green. But I don't know that it's going to. Yeah, with some edge color. We could do that too. Use the pink ink. Could do the green in the velvet, or I could just do I'm thinking, let's see what these look like, if they'll cut through. I probably will have to do them a couple times to get it to go through. Let me cut a little piece that I can send through my machine. We don't know until we try, right, my friends? So let's go ahead and try that. I'm actually gonna do it upside down because I think it'll cut better. And I'm gonna go back and forth. So we'll go one direction, and then I'm going to go back the other way. Okay, let's see how it did. It looks pretty good. I need my pokey tool, which is here. And we're gonna, oh, it actually popped right out. I didn't even have to use that. Look at that. That worked perfectly. Oh, I like it. I think that's good. The green is good. I don't know that we need one down here, but I do need another one. We need two. So let me do that again. So the trick, my friends, is I put it in the machine. So I layered it on here. And I did it upside down and went back and forth twice. So let's see. now we have the second one. And is it going to come out? Yep, came out beautifully. All right. And then this one can go like over here. Add a little cluster there into the beige part. I think that's pretty. And yes, I think maybe doing the sentiment in Berry Burst in that dark pink will be good. So let's go ahead, stamp that. What do I want to put in here? This one has some options, the You're on My Mind, but I don't really want that sentiment. What else can I put in here? What's on this one? I could do the Thank You So Very Much. Maybe. Let's see how big they are. All right. So, Thank You is this one. And then I could stamp the So Very Much underneath, and that should fill a good amount of the space. And maybe, let me try practicing something because I want to see what it looks like. Maybe we do the Thank You in one color and the So Very Much in the blue, whatever color this is, pink. Oh my goodness. My brain is not working. So I'm going to actually use Early Espresso, which is like a warm tone, very close to black. But I think it goes better with the greens and the yellows. Nope, I'm going to do it on this first. Whoops, that's a lot of ink. This is why we do it on a practice. Yeah, see what I did? Good thing I practiced. I was too busy chatting. All right, we're going to pretend like that's not there because it's just practice. I did just clean that. Now let's take the So Very Much and do kind of like that. Do we like the two-tone? Or do I do the Thank You? That is very inky. And the So Very Much together in the same tone. Or do we do the Thank You? Wait. Yeah, the Thank You like this. And I gotta be careful with that. And the So Very Much in the brown. I'm running out of space, but you get the idea. I don't know. I think I like it in one color. I think I'm gonna do it all in the Berry Burst. So let's put this away so we don't have, I agree, Sunny, so we don't have a mess. I'm going to clean these, and then I really need to clean this one. It's got lots of stuff in the middle there. All right, and I was not pressing hard. Okay, so now the moment of truth. Let's do it on here. And we're going to just do Thank You and pray that I don't get all that excess on there. Oof. That was close. That's stressful. All right, and then the So Very Much. I'm going to center it. There we go. It's a little higher than I wanted, but we can fix that. I might put some bling or something under there. So there we have that. Ooh. All right. Good thing I had black. Good thing I had black leggings on. So I'm going to just wipe my hands on my pants. I might take the dog for another walk. It's so nice out. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down with some liquid glue. Let's put this one down first. Come on. Actually, I'm going to just do some little dots of adhesive here. And then we'll let that settle. And we can do dimensionals on this. I think I'll make that one flat, the leaves flat, I think. There we go. Oops. There we go. Yes, see? It's a good thing they're black, because then you can just make a mess. This is the one good thing about me not getting ready yet today. Because I have a messy stamping habit. All right, I'll leave that there for a second. Now we're gonna pick these up. Let's see, where are we gonna go with this? Like right here. I'm gonna put that there. And then I'll do this one just slightly off-centered there. There we go. And then I'm gonna put that here, like that. Okay, and then maybe we'll take some of these little chunky flowers and we'll put them underneath. So maybe, I want to do one of the, maybe I'll do one of these in the middle. And then 2 of the little white ones on the side. Or do I want them all the same color? Decisions. Yeah, that's cute, right? Does that work? What do you think? All the same color? Mixed colors? All pink, all white? Some part of me likes all the white just because it's a little softer, a little subtler. But I don't know. I think that works. And there you have it. Super quick and easy. Kind of highlights one of those really pretty pieces of paper. Uses that fun, I love this, it's so soft. Fun velveteen to kind of add a little texture. And there you go. Finished card. So you've got a couple of different things here that I showed you today. What do you think of this one? Do you like this suite? I mean, I know I didn't have the stamp set, but I think the paper is really, really easy to work with. So there you have it. Super fun. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I will go ahead and send this out via email as well. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. What's been your most favorite so far? I think from now on, we're going to be getting into kind of like the little bits and crannies at this point. So we're going to be talking about designer series paper and maybe, I don't know if I have any standalone bundles we haven't played with, perhaps, and then some designer series paper and some in colors. So I think this is the last of my suites. I'll have to go dig through my stuff, but I'm really glad that you guys have been following along this week. I'd love to know which ones are your favorite so far. And if you have any questions, like I said, let me know and we will talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.